Hi, my name is Rome. I'm a local freelance photographer in Eagle, Idaho. And the point of this video today is to show a pretty cool location for photography. Downtown Old Town Eagle, right off of State Street. I'll leave the link to the exact location on a Google map in the description of the video. We have a variety of different locations, backgrounds, and textures for great photography locations. Right now we're at Heritage Park, down by the old gazebo. This is a very, very picturesque gazebo. It's kind of storybook style for pretty much any season. Yeah, I'm just going to take a walk around here real quick. Now, right across the street from the gazebo is the old Doug's Burger Den. At the time of this video, it's being renovated, but I just wanted to point out, if you see the brick, the red brick, it makes it for a really good texture. And there's earlier in the day, this is probably a pretty good spot to do some portraits or headshots. Later in the day, this is where the sun hits. So there again, if that's your style, it's really good red brick texture. And if we go back across the street towards the gazebo, if you can see this gnarly old tree, I've seen a lot of people doing photography on this. And then they have the standard picnic benches. One thing I wanted to make sure and point out were these pretty cool iron benches that you can use for a couple of different things. Wanted to point out these iron benches, which could be used for a couple of different things. And as you can see, this is Smoky Mountain right across the street from Da Vinci's. They got a really cool mural. Now, if we go across the street, we have some really cool older buildings or picturesque buildings. And the cool thing about this little town is there's not a lot of traffic most of the time. And again, if you're going to be taking pictures at any of these buildings, make sure and ask the owners if it's cool with them. Obviously, respect the private property. Over here at Finer Frames, they have a pretty popular background for kind of a Western rustic theme. And the proprietors of this business are very cool people. Make sure to stop in and say hi. But as you can see, little boutiques with little benches for couple shots or just fun shots. Notice across the street the old school bank building. This is great for kind of a Western old school look. This is Da Vinci's. Once again, one of the coolest restaurants in the area. Make sure and stop in and say hi. And then if you turn around, you can see there's a pure white background here for doing like headshots or branding shots. Obviously this would be determined by the time of the day and the traffic around. And we'll go across the street to the historic Eagle Hotel. Once again, this offers some pretty good textures and backgrounds. If you're going to use any part of the front of the building, make sure and ask permission. But if you come around to the side of the building, got some really cool stone background. So once again, as you can see across the street here, this old barn, it's a pretty cool texture. And we'll move down the street a little ways. Now we're back behind Smoky Mountain, one block off of the main street. We're down by Donnie Ricardo, which is a really cool men's store. But if you can see here, once again, the cool little shop look. We're getting into fall right now, so the decorations are what's dressing the place up right now. And then also we have Urban Casuals right here. It's another really cool women's store. But if you can see, got the old school bikes. And once again, obviously ask for permission if there's any doubt if you can be taking pictures out here. But if we walk back here, we also have the Bridal by Marie. And make sure and come check these stores out as well if you're in the area. But if you walk down this path, we got this really cool picturesque bridge. This time of the day, it's a little dark. So open up a little bit here. But if you can see both directions here, and they're building a new building in our background here. And then it connects with the green belt. Not the green belt, the sidewalk. Where you can get some really cool pictures down there too. So we're gonna head over to another part of town real quick. And everything that I'm showing here is definitely in walking distance, but for a photography shoot, transportation would be a little bit necessary if you don't want people getting getting sweaty or messing up their clothing. Now down the street from Da Vinci's and the Eagle Hotel, they have a couple of different cool options. We have the old Orville Jackson's Pharmacy, which gives you a pretty cool vintage background if there's no cars in the way. It's also kind of a barn texture. Once again, if there's no cars in the way. And then if we turn around here, the Pioneer Building has a very rustic look to it. And once again, ask for permission if you decide to shoot at these places. And we'll go around. I'm going to get a wider shot of the Orville Jackson's. So it's got a real old school pharmacy or an old school western look to it. And if we come onto the other side of the street, we have the Eagle Barber Shop. got the old museum with some pretty cool benches that you can use. And then we have the Wild West Eatery and Cantina, which is a really cool restaurant. Come check them out. And then we got on the side of the building there, if you can see, there's some pretty good texture or color. And then on the other side, this is the other side of the old hotel with the very rock-looking texture. So hey, if you like this video and you want to see some more locations in the Idaho or photography locations in general, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video. It really helps out. Right now we're a couple of blocks down from the main area of downtown Old Town Eagle, in front of the Eagle Historical Museum, which is a really cool location for not only photography with clients or photography with your family, but just photography in general. Did a great job of remodeling this thing about a couple years ago. But as you can see, it's got water features. It's got the Old Town Church look to it. And in the back here, there's a set of benches around a fire pit that have kind of a rustic look to them. And then on the flip side here, we can see the actual historical museum sign. So where this is actually located, we'll go ahead and go around the rest of the building first. Give you an idea how cool of a possible location this could be. So across the street is the Eagle City Hall. We'll take a look at that real quick. It's fairly photogenic as well. So if you notice the mass amounts of rock work, which they did a great job on. So that could be a possible background with the cool texture they're using there. And then I don't know if you like archways, but I'm a big fan of archways. And then we are in pretty much the same parking lot as the Eagle Library. Not pretty much, but exactly in the same parking lot. So the Eagle Library has some pretty cool locations. If you can see there, the benches with the little kids on it. That always makes a really cool kids picture or family picture. And they have once again the iron benches. And we'll keep moving. So about 3 blocks down the road from Da Vinci's is Jackson Square, which is a really cool little strip mall that looks like a western town. This makes for some really cool backgrounds. best time of the day for this location would be in the evening or in the early morning. And make sure you ask permission if you need to. So let's take a look. So the first business we have here on the corner is Todd Stewart Salon. Make sure and stop in. The business owner and the staff are very cool people, and they'll give you a great haircut or a style. But as you can see, it's a kind of a smaller place, but it does have a really cool backdrop for close-up shots. Not the best for lighting, but that can be fixed with either lights that you bring or a flash. And make sure and check out the businesses. They got some really cool businesses in here as well. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you got some ideas for your next photo shoot. If you did like the video, make sure and leave a comment below about what you did like. Also, if you know some locations that I haven't covered yet, make sure and leave them in the comments below as well. Have a great day.